ahead and got the adapters on here. Got them overnighted from Amazon. And now I'm gonna fire her up. Let's see what she does. All right, and we're back at it again. So next up, since I got the bass tune kind of in there, ran into a couple issues with the tuner. Turns out I have the wrong injectors, so I had to buy some injectors. And since I'm swapping out the injectors, I got to pull a fuel rail. Might as well swap in that intake. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I got everything all ready. All right, so when I was doing the tuning, I did know. Here, let me talk to y'all right here real quick. When I was doing the tuning, one thing that I saw that kind of stressed me out was the temperature started to creep up a little bit. And by creep up, I mean like 215 to 221, somewhere right there. A little bit warm, not overheating, but a little bit warm. All right, so I got these installed. Something to note, if y'all buy Evil Energy, they're labeled wrong. That kind of pissed me off for a while, I'm not gonna lie. The front and back are correct, but the passenger and driver thing is wrong. So if you notice, the driver side head is slightly more forward than the passenger side. That's just the way the LS is designed. A lot of V8s just to get the pistons next to each other and so forth. Yeah, so beware of that. If y'all go with the Evil Energy kit, just know that the labels are probably wrong and you're gonna have to do some fitment and verify your setup. But, well, I feel like that wow factor is gone when you pop the hood. It looked crazy before. But this is gonna be so much more efficient and makes big power. So, in the spirit of making power with the muscle truck, yeah, we should be good for like 425, 450 on this, which is plenty. With the old setup, probably somewhere in the 350 or less range. Yeah, so anyway, one thing left to do is I need to get some injector adapters for these plugs. I used to have EV1, these are EV6, so I'm getting some adapters. They'll be here tomorrow. Okay, so the only thing left to do now is adapt my throttle body here to the pedal. Now what I got to do is actually, on my old intake, I was able to build a bracket off the backside and basically put the rear of the cable there to be supported when you pull on it, that the cable actually actuates back and forth and not the whole thing just flexing. So to fix it for this intake, I don't have that ability. So what I have to do is replace the pedal or modify it. Well, of course, the very first thing they did, they leaked. So had to pop the intake back off, and yeah, awesome. And got them all tightened back up. They all got like a quarter turn on them, I swear, man. Pissed me off. But the coolant leak immediately stopped. So this is what I saw. Ah! So, not cool, but not the end of the world either. It's all good. All right, so this is what I came up with. It's nighttime now, so I'm going to show you with the green light. But this rod here, it's a scrap piece of aluminum I had. I drilled a hole in the bottom side, bolted it to the back of the head, and drilled a hole in the top side to make the sheathing come through and basically anchor, as I was talking about. And then you can see here, the rod pulls on the back and the cable like so. If you see that, so it works fine. So I was able to adapt the Trailblazer SS intake to the stock pedal without too much of a problem there. So came out good. See that little shiny thing? Well, that's my temperature sending unit for the digital dash. And as you recall, I said it was running about 220, 230. Well, that's a false reading, and I didn't know that. So if you look at the ECU, it reads its temperature from this guy. And as you can tell, it's got some space between that and the headers and all that. This guy in the back side, I wrapped it in heat resistant wrapping, but it's getting heated up by those headers right there. And all the heat's just coming right up. It's basically radiating the heat into it, and it's giving me a false reading. So everything came out great. Super happy. Did a few rounds with the new injectors of tuning. I think I'm going to do a few more with them, and we'll have everything all dialed in. But man, it makes a ton of power. I'll show you guys what it runs like in the next video and all that. But for now, thanks for joining.